Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, fine in your homes. So, now today, let us start with chapter 5 Geography, that is water. I repeat, we are going to start with chapter 5 in Geography, that is water. So, now all of you know the importance of water. There is no life without water. There is no survival possible for us without water. Not just for us, for animals, plants, everybody on the earth needs to have water. So earth is like a terrarium. Now what do you mean by that? The earth is like a terrarium. It means it is an artificial enclosure for keeping small house plants. It means plants are very, very important also. March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day. I repeat, March 22 it is also celebrated as World Water Day when the need to conserve water is reinforced in different ways. So you need to remember March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day. Now there is a distribution of water bodies being shown, and on the one side we have water cycle. So starting from the evaporation, going up condensation, again coming down precipitation and the surface runoff. So this is all what? This is the water cycle. It is also shown clearly in the picture, so you will understand it better. Now this diagram also shows the distribution of water bodies. How much is there in oceans, ice caps, it means glaciers, groundwater, freshwater lakes, and all of it. So water cycle is there and distribution of water bodies. Now we have ocean circulation. So movements that occur in oceans that can be categorized as wave, tides, and currents. We have wave, tides, and currents. Under waves, we have water on the surface of the ocean rises and it falls alternately. It means it rises and it falls alternately. So during a storm, the winds blowing at a very high speed, they form huge waves. So huge waves are being formed during the storm. An earthquake or a volcanic eruption or underwater landslides, they can shift a large amounts of ocean water. Means because of these things, a large amount of ocean water can be shifted. So as a result, a huge tidal wave called tsunami is formed. So as a result, tsunami is formed that can be as high as 15 meters. So the largest tsunami was 150 meters high. The largest tsunami was 150 meters high, and these waves traveled at the speed of more than 700 kilometers per hour. Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands also get submerged after the tsunami on 26 December 2004. That was many years back. So this was about waves that we studied in detail. Next we have is about ocean currents. So the streams of water which are flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite directions. They may be warm or cold. So they are what? Ocean currents. They influence the temperature conditions of that particular area. So this is what we understand by ocean currents. Now warm oceans, they originate near the equator and they move towards the poles. So again, example is Gulf Stream. So warm currents, they bring warm temperature. And the cold currents, they are they carry water from polar regions. Example, Labrador Ocean Current. It is just the name where cold current was there. So this was about warm oceans and warm currents. So now we will have a recap. That is, we studied about the introduction, water and the importance of water, why it is needed. Then we studied waves and ocean currents. So that was it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.